Everybody kind of got the zoomies this morning. Today, Jasmine's going back to the dentist and she's very excited to get in the car, right? All right, let's do it. Gonna go get your teeth rechecked. It's gonna be great. All right, so we just finished at the dentist. Everything is great. You did a very good job. She's cleared to eat crunchy food again and she's healing awesome. 2 more weeks and she can even play tug. Hey everybody, I was feeling not super great today, so I decided to take a couple hours to cook. We're gonna make red beans and rice. What I have so far is celery, 1 stalk of celery, and I'm making a half recipe, so this is half a bell pepper cut up poorly. But I also wanted to show you my dicer. This thing is awesome. So it's like a little tub underneath, and it's got this. And then you can take like a whole onion and put it on there, and then you just smash the lid down. So I couldn't Snapchat and get the lid down. But anyway, push the lid down, and then it gives you perfectly diced onions underneath. It makes it so much easier. I usually use this for peppers and anything else hard like that that needs to be diced. So now that we have all that, we're going to put it in our pan here with some olive oil and just saute that for a few minutes. So if you cook Cajun like this combination of celery and onions and bell peppers, they call the Trinity. And it's kind of the basis for all kinds of Cajun food. I just want to add, because I know a bunch of you are like college students, that this recipe makes a ton of food and is super cheap. Like, you literally could smuggle out a Ziploc bag of like some celery and green peppers and onions from the dining hall and have enough to make this. And a bag of like a pound of beans like this like doesn't even cost $2, and it'll make you like enough food for a week and a half. So this is, because it's basically it. It's these veggies and the red beans and water. Rice is super cheap too. So if you need to stretch your food dollars, this is a great recipe to do it with. Okay, so I put a little garlic in there. That's what that is. And the beans, I'm doing half a bag because it's half recipe. And then you're just going to put a bunch of water in there. And that's essentially it. We have to put some spices in it. But basically, you just cook it like this until the beans are soft and then it's ready to eat. So it's like super easy. It's going to take a while, maybe an hour now, but it just sits on the stove and simmers. So yeah, red beans and rice. Okay, so spices in here now. Cajun seasoning, which you can buy like in its own jar. I have a teaspoon of that. A little bit of parsley, maybe a teaspoon of parsley. Half a teaspoon of thyme and a pinch of sage. And yeah, I'm just gonna simmer this, put the lid on, and let that go for an hour. I'll put the whole recipe on YouTube where I will post this video by itself. So I'll put a link up to that when everything's done so you can see all the ingredients written out. But yeah, we just let that cook for an hour. I forgot, like the best part of making this is that Maggie loves green peppers. So beautiful. Today is an exciting day. It's Heartworm and Flea Medicine Day. Heartworm for Maggie. For Vink. It's good for you.
Good. Oh, make sure you eat that. There you go. Good job. No, Maggie. You only get one, Maggie. No. Hops. Very good. Jasmine. Very good. Don't worry, Flea is next. It's delish.
Okay, Flea and Tick. Oops. Maggie! That was so impressive.
Flea and Tick. For Hops. And Jasmine. Good girl.
This is what the red beans look like after an hour with the lid on. So now we're going to take the lid off and simmer them like this for another half hour or so until the beans are super soft and it's not as watery. All right, so this has been cooking for a while longer. You just kind of have to cook it down until the beans are as soft as you want. So you may, add a cup of water and then let it cook for another 10 or 15 minutes. But what you end up with is like this kind of thick sauciness, and the beans are really soft. They'll smush kind of on the side of the pan if you want. And this will thicken up a little bit more as it cools. So like if you put some in the fridge, don't worry if it looks super thick. You can just heat it up and add a little more water and it'll get back like this. So it's the middle of the afternoon. I'm just going to let this sit. But yeah, you can serve it directly like this with as much salt added as you think tastes good. And it's red beans and rice. So you'd normally serve it over rice, but you could just eat it like this. Enjoy!
So remember that T-Rex we had that the dogs liked?
Well, we bought everybody their own. So we have 4 giant squishable T-Rexes. I got you your very own T-Rex, Jasmine. What do you think? Yeah, you love him. Mink is attempting to destroy. He doesn't even want me to see. It's okay. You can do whatever you want. It's yours. Look at this giant carrot. Do you want a carrot? All right. Should we try that again? Okay. So nice. Pink is so nice. What a good girl you are.